two people can talk about the same exact things, but they could be the place that is coming from is way more important than what they are saying. David is here, and today I want to talk to you about subcommunication and the underlying message, the energetic component of communications. So what is subcommunications? Subcommunications are like the small, tiny, microscopic little expressions on like the person's face or their bodies, or like the unconscious cues that they are pretty much emitting, and like the small little changes in like their vocal tonality that people can pick up on and tell whether if it's authentic or not. And we talked about congruence before. So what is congruence? Congruence is when your thoughts, words, actions, and feelings are all in alignment. And when somebody is speaking from that place of congruence, when they're just fully congruent to what they're saying, then we can just feel like this authenticity coming off of them. Okay, so that is subcommunications. So let me give you an example of how subcommunications can affect on what somebody is saying. So let's pretend that you're at a party, and there's this guy there, and he's talking about like his cars, his houses, and like the many different, I don't know, watches that he has. And he's doing this from a mindset, from a framework of like showing off and bragging. And he's like, I have this many cars, I have 5 gold Rolex watches, and I got 2 vacation homes, and I got 1 home in Hawaii. And he's just like trying to brag and show off, right? Well, when you are coming at the mindset of showing off, it means that you're assuming that you are below everybody else, and you have to display like these high status type of value and show it off to other people in order to elevate yourself, right? So you're pretty much putting other people on a pedestal, and then you are like down below. Okay, so like in order to get up to everybody else's level, you kind of have to like you have this need to like show off, right? But what if we take that same person, and it's cool to talk about like your vacation homes and everything, but what if another person is doing it, but they're doing it from like this place of like expressing and sharing, and they're just like talking about like their vacation homes, but then they're doing it from like, it's not showing off, it's not bragging, they're just doing it as a form of expression. Like, oh, there's this one house that I have in Hawaii has this amazing view. Like you can just come over to my house. I invite anybody over to my house, and you can check out the view. Like we spent like many years, building this thing, and I hired like the best architects in the world. So like the other person, he's coming at it from this frame of sharing, and he's really adding value, right? Adding to the vibe, adding energy to the conversation. Whereas the other person, he's in a taker mindset, right? He's taking energy. He's like showing off and bragging. So two people can talk about the same exact things, but they could be the place that is coming from is way more important than what they are saying. So this is we refer to as subcommunications, but not only subcommunications, but just the frame of reality that a person is coming from. They can be coming at it from a taker, like again, a very taking type of mindset where they're just in scarcity and they're in lack, or from a place of expression, like creative expression, and wanting to add to the environment, wanting to add value, and they're coming at it from a frame of abundance. So that's the difference. That's like the energetic component of communication. And a lot of people don't really talk about that, the energetic component of communication. Most people, when they talk about communication, they just they're like stuck on like the surface level areas of communication, like what this person is saying, the words that they are saying. But I believe that the energetic element of communication, the subcommunications, is way more important than just simply what a person is saying, because as like the example I gave you, two people can be saying the same thing, but the place that it's coming from can be completely different. All right, so yeah, that's what I had to say about subcommunications and the energy component of communications. And if you'd like to find out more about how this is done and how you can use this in your life and start to transform your life in the best way possible, then I do have a coaching program that you can apply for by clicking on the link down below or the link in the bio. And hope you can apply and hope you can start to transform your life around. So that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one.